FA Cup this weekend. What does the FA Cup mean to you, Ian?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously historic competition, and it's one that everybody wants to get as far as they can in, and certainly for Tamworth to get to where they are, just one step away from the first round propers, huge for them. And I know what a big game it's going to be for them. So I think, it's one where all bets are off. Really, it's you play teams from different divisions. Often, if certainly like this, if you play away, they're never ever easy games. I've been involved in a lot of cup competitions where we've faced lower division opposition, and it's always a challenge. So yeah, it's going to be no doubt an entertaining game.
What about when you were younger and growing up in this country? What did the FA Cup kind of mean to you as a football supporter? Because the general view, and I think it's echoed by the sort of comments you get from Premier League clubs, it's kind of been downgraded really since top clubs ended up back in European competition and those sort of things have taken over. But as a fan, for me growing up, it used to mean the world. The FA Cup was the biggest thing. Was it the same for you?
Yeah, I mean, I always remember watching like FA Cup finals with my dad, and Abide with Me and all that sort of stuff at the start, and it's always good memories of the FA Cup. Although growing up, I was following Leicester, and they never did so well in it until obviously last year. So, but yeah, I mean, I just remember a lot of different games in cup competitions where lower league opposition challenged the top leagues, and we all hope as being a lower league team right now that we can progress in the competition and go and challenge against some of the bigger boys. That's the dream.
Yeah, that's what you want to do, to get to be the underdog, if you like, to get play one of the bigger clubs. But as you say, this weekend you are the ones there to be beaten, and I wonder what that's going to be like against a team who are in some form as well. In Tamworth, in their own tight little ground, and that's a big ask, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we looked. I think they've won 12 of the last 13 games, only lost one. They won. We had people watching last night. They played home against Stourbridge and a very good performance. I think they've got good players. They're obviously well drilled and well organised. So that provides its own problem away on an artificial. So we certainly can't underestimate the game. Never ever ever easy games, but of course we go in there big favourites. But to be honest, we're dealing with that most weeks, that we're going in with the weight of expectancy on our shoulders. So for me, I hope that we can progress through and then be an underdog every now and again against bigger opposition.
It's interesting when you're doing your prep against a team like Tamworth. I mean, you can plan for certain things, I suppose, what kind of things they do, set pieces and so on. But in a game like this weekend, every single player will raise it 20-30%, won't they? So isn't it difficult to predict exactly what you will encounter this weekend?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, it's very difficult to know. But to be honest, even if I take the Yeovil game, for example, we looked a bit at Yeovil, but we said, based on the last couple of performances, this is about us. We felt like maybe we had been the creators of our own downfall in the two previous games, and if we're going to deliver, then we needed to deliver on our terms, and we needed to make sure that we stepped up. So I don't think it's going to be any different. I think we have to take responsibility for our own performance, and of course maybe we have to adapt one or two things if the game changes or there's something unexpected, but we have to be ready for that.
Yeah. Do you enjoy these kind of battles, where it is a cup battle? You said you've experienced a few over the years, and it's knockout. Do you enjoy that kind of battle?
I enjoy cup competitions. I think in Norway in the cup we reached the semi-final twice. Once we lost at the last minute of extra time, so that was tough. But it was a good experience to kind of progress through and get to that latter stages. And everything's on the line in one game, so it's exciting from that perspective. All games are a challenge, and every game runs its own course. And I think when you're in a cup competition, it's not like a draw is never enough. Both teams have to win to get through. So you have to kind of manage that into what you're doing, and you have to go for it. So yeah, I enjoy the cup, and it's probably just a welcome break from the league as well. We've had obviously 11 league games now. We've been able to take stock of everything, and I think it's great to now switch our focus into another competition.
You suggested last week there's a possibility you might use Michael Doyle for this one. Have you thought any more about that?
I have, and I won't. No, Doyle is fit and ready if we need him. We've always said, if we feel that Doyle, whether it's off the bench, whether it's in training, whether it's if he can contribute to the team, then he's ready, he's fit. But at this moment, no, we don't need it right now. We have players that are coming back from injury. We have players that I think need the minutes. That is more important right at this moment. But it's 7 subs, so who knows? Maybe a sub appearance. But we'll see how the squad's looking by the end of the week.
Is it tempting in a game like this to use it to try out a few different players or try out a few different things, or are the consequences kind of too great in a cup competition?
Well, look, we've got a good squad. I think if you were to go and throw in 3 youth team players, that could be deemed a risk. But any players that we rotate, I would expect that they're capable of stepping up and delivering. So I'm sure that we change 1 or 2. And those players have been training hard and fighting for their shirt, and they get their opportunity to take it and keep it at the weekend. So if we do rotate, I don't think there's big risk with that. I expect that our players are good enough to step in and deliver.
Just back to the meaning of the competition, from Notts County's point of view, is it kind of all sights set on the 3rd round? Is that the one for a club at Notts County's level, do you think, or not?
No, I think all sights are on trying to win this game at the weekend. And then after that, I forget about this and we go towards Stockport, and I'll re-switch my focus if we've made it through on the next round. And I don't really set targets for this. I think we just focus on the next game and try to win it. So my only thought is to get through this round, and then we take it from there.
Great stuff. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Any other news on players coming back or anything like that? Because obviously you had a...
Yeah, I mean, Connell's back and training now, and has trained full all week. Lacey trained today. Sam has been training. So we're getting there. I think we just need to see how they respond to the training today, and check them again on Friday. And maybe 1 or 2 of them will be involved in the squad at the weekend.